Hello and welcome to my stream. I didn't really plan this stream. I just sat here wondering, doing my nails, and I was like, I don't have anything to do right now. And I barely even remember that there is a new quest out until I just see like random stuff on YouTube and I'm like, okay, I should probably watch it soon so that I don't get too spoiled before I play it myself. So that's what we're gonna do today. Let's see. Yeah. Desktop audio. Yep, we got it. Hopefully it's not too loud, and hopefully you can hear me okay. I think we'll just jump straight into it. Oh, Jansen.
Oh, Tulani and Paimon. Fancy that. I didn't expect to run into you two here.
Hermione. Interesting.
Oh hey, Kochian-san! What are you doing here all by yourself?
Oh, Paimon got a new voice actor, didn't she? Right, this is the new voice actor. I think it sounds different.
Just so you know, Paimon didn't come here to train. Paimon's not looking to sign up for any diet plan or bodybuilding class right now.
Alright, got it. But seriously, what do you take me for? Some coach from hell? I'd never force a student into something they didn't want to do. That being said, a little aerobic exercise would probably do you some good. You could take over my patrol for a while. That would count.
Rather than training, that sounds more like helping you out.
Yeah, all jokes aside, you're right. I'm looking for some help.
Help with what?
The Collective of Plenty is holding a bodybuilding competition soon, and so many people have been busy squeezing in their last-minute workouts that we've run out of staff for patrols.
How did it come to this? That the traveler's mission, who used to just find their sibling and all that, now like is being coerced into like joining bodybuilding competition as staff members or whatever.
Oh, so you've stepped in to cover their work. But don't you have a last-minute workout to do too?
I'm good. For one thing, I believe peak conditioning can only be achieved through consistent training over a long time span. Cramming in a workout at the last minute does next to nothing for you. But more pertinently, well, as you can probably imagine, I'm not able to compete in any of the most popular weight classes. And
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, I think I skipped something.
Oh no, don't look at Paimon like that. We are not the same weight class, and no way is Paimon competing against you.
I could not imagine Paimon doing any sort of exercise or bodybuilding or any of the sort.
Traveler, let's just help with the patrol, alright? Otherwise, Yan-san's gonna make Paimon enter a bodybuilding competition!
perfect. I managed to get you on board with just one look.
Do it for you, Paimon.
Thank you both. It should be pretty routine. Just keep your eyes peeled and make sure nothing strange is going on in the area. That'll free me up to check the other section. Let's meet back at the settlement when we're both done.
The new Paimon voice sounds cute.
Sure thing, just leave it to us. We're experts at strolling and patrolling, don't you worry.
I think there's obviously a need of refinement, not in the voice actor's work, but in the editing of the voice. Because to me, it doesn't sound like it's been kind of. It almost sounds a little bit distorted, and obviously that's not the voice's fault. It's just
Quit following
the
me.
editing and the quality of the recording, perhaps. But I like it. It is gonna take some getting used to. But I think we'll get used to it pretty fast, to be honest. I think this new voice suits her. Very cute.
What's this? Was there always a cave here? We should go take a look, right?
Oh, oops.
Hey, there's a hilichurl here. Is it sleeping? Doesn't look very hostile.
A lot of the villagers we run into Paimon has been sleeping or resting and doesn't look very hostile. But the second we get close to them, they're pretty hostile. Oh goodness. So many stuff.
Why is it hiding away here? Ah! You woke it up!
Running!
Huh?
Aww.
It ran away. Oh, guess our reputation in Natland is more fearsome than we thought. Even hilichurls don't want to mess with us now.
Cute. I like this new voice.
You mean that shiny thing? Huh. Must have dropped it as it ran off. Huh. Paimon bets that hilichurl thought it was a priceless treasure. It was probably planning to hide it here for safekeeping. Until we showed up.
You and your treasures, Paimon.
Let Paimon take a look. Hilichurls aren't the brightest, so it might not be worth much, but still.
Ooh. Exclamation mark.
What is it? You look so serious all of a sudden. Isn't this just a regular old key? The style is unusual, though. Doesn't look Natlanese. Where do you think it's from?
This is the key to the hibernation chamber on the spaceship. What spaceship?
What do you mean? What hibernation chamber? What spaceship? Wait. You mean the spaceship? The one that brought you to Teyvat?
Interesting.
So, how did that key show up here? Are you sure you didn't just drop it?
No, I still have mine. I've never seen it in the inventory.
Whoa!
Oh.
Yeah! These look identical! So, if one of them's yours, does that mean the other one is...
There's only two of these. One belonged to me and the other one to my brother.
Knew it! Huh! The keys to a spaceship! Huh! Somehow that really rams home the fact that you really are an actual alien! Oh, wait, no. Descender. But anyway, now we know where it came from. The question is, how did it get here? The simplest explanation is that your brother lost his key somewhere not far from here. Then that hilichurl found it and ducked into the nearest cave to hide it. If that's true, it means your brother was here recently.
And by extension, the Abyssor was probably here as well.
Yeah. Man, this is so crazy. We only agreed to help with the Anson's patrol on a whim. And now, we've made this bombshell discovery and found a huge lead on your brother. Should we keep following this trail while it's hot? Or do you think we should check back in with the Anson?
Ah, there you are. Looks like you went the extra mile today. Thanks for being so diligent.
You're welcome.
Oh, hey, Eon-san, what's up? Didn't think we'd see you again till we headed back to the settlement. We were actually just about to go meet up with you. We've made a huge discovery today.
I came here to let you know that you don't need to keep patrolling anymore. The bodybuilding competition has just been cancelled. so the usual squad will be resuming their normal duties. They'll be here to take over shortly.
Wait, canceled? Why? What happened?
The Abyss Order attacked.
Oh my god. I didn't expect our suspicions to be confirmed so quickly. Sounds like either is on the move again. I'll find a way to speak to him in person this time. I have to.
I've heard of the Abyss Order, but this is the first time I've known them to take organized action on such a large scale. It's like they're preparing to go to war against our entire nation.
Oh. Yeah, that's no good. Um, as far as the Traveler knows, I'm gonna refer to Lumine as the Traveler because that's who I mean. As far as Lumine knows, we haven't spoken to a brother probably in a few years, to be honest. Because Lumine doesn't remember meeting either in the bedtime story quest. Was it the bedtime story quest? And because of that, obviously, yeah, I guess that would mean a lot to Lumine to like think that, oh, maybe I can have an opportunity to speak to him.
One little sect versus the entire nation of war? How are they expecting to pull that off? Based on everything we've seen from them so far, they usually prefer to act in the shadows. So, what's different about it this time? What could they be after?
The key, probably.
No clue. All we know is that they've attacked our tribe, but that doesn't tell us much. Our defenses are holding strong so far, so I'm gonna head to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame and see what Mauvika knows. If there's any information out there, she's the one people report to. Oh,
Mauvika.
want to come with me? I'm sure everyone will feel better knowing that the hero of Natlan is on the case.
Well, I am keen to find out more about the situation, and I can provide some information on the Abyss Order.
Great! Then let's head over together.
Alright. A space and time for you. What a particular, or what an odd title. Like, I wonder what it means.
Too slow.
Cute little cave. That blue stuff over there. Doesn't matter. Right. No, this isn't the right place, is it? I'm assuming this is where Mauvika is. I didn't actually check the journal. Yeah.
Mauvika!
Mauvika!
Oh? Ah, great timing, Eon-san. I was just about to send someone for you. And it's good to see the travelers with you.
How are things looking? What's the latest word from the messengers?
The Abyss Order has been spotted near several tribes at the same time. Clearly, this is a coordinated strike. Also, their numbers are much higher than expected. Their organization appears to have grown considerably, but because they're usually so secretive, this is the first we're learning of it.
It sounds like they're throwing everything they have at us. What are they trying to achieve?
That's what I'd like to know as well. Historically, Natlan has not been a hotbed of Abyss Order activity, and we have no particular quarrel with them.
Could it be... revenge, perhaps? Would they want to get back at us for a recent victory over the Abyss?
Oh, seems unlikely. But then again, Paimon wouldn't put anything past the Abyss Order.
It's too early to say anything definite. For the time being, we should continue monitoring the situation.
How are the battles going? Not too many casualties, hopefully?
Hopefully no casualties, Paimon.
Well, even if they're committing all their forces to the fight, they're in for a tough time. Our brave warriors have just emerged victorious from an all-out fight against the Abyss itself.
Yep. We have a whole nation's worth of seasoned veterans fighting for us.
Compared to the true Abyss, the Abyss Order poses a far smaller threat. They cannot endlessly replenish their forces for starters.
But they seem more coordinated though.
However, this is still a war, so we must give it our all and do our utmost to minimize casualties. The tribes are organizing their defenses as we speak. Traveler, this is one war that Natlan can handle on its own. If you wish to stay out of it, you'll be safe here at the stadium with me.
Okay, I can't help. I'm sorry. But I'm looking at Mauvika's outfit and I just find it so immersion breaking. I hate it. It's not a bad outfit per se. It's just the like it doesn't just I don't feel like it fits the story or anything. I just find it so immersion breaking. Now, this one is personal for me.
Oh? In what way?
My brother is the leader of the Abyss Order. The current leader of the Abyss Order is my brother. Yeah, I knew she would say that. Oh wow. Mauvika didn't
Yep,
expect that.
that's how it is.
Oh, this new Paimon voice is so cute.
I see. My goodness, that is very personal indeed.
Yep.
If you don't mind me asking, do you have any idea what his goal could be?
Nope.
Safe to say, they're not exactly on the best terms at the moment.
That's out. Yeah.
Ever since Paimon met the Traveler, she's been trying to track her brother down and get some answers. But he's been avoiding her.
Yeah.
I see. So you two have fallen out. Huh. A pretty common occurrence between siblings.
It's a shame.
Well, yeah, that may be. But the stakes are a little higher where these two are involved.
I suppose at the center and the leader of the Abyss Order, the stakes are pretty high.
They certainly are. Although somehow it doesn't surprise me that a spat between the Traveler and Twin could affect the fate of the entire world. Just so I'm clear, you're still on Natlan's side, and you have no idea what your sibling is after. Is that right?
Absolutely. I might even hate the Abyss Order more than you do.
Well, that's a relief. When you first mentioned your sibling, I was worried we were about to be thrust into an impossible position. Our reports say that the Abyss Order has focused most of their efforts against the Masters of the Nightwind.
Ororon, please be safe.
If you don't plan on staying here with me, I'd recommend going there to lend them a hand.
Sounds great. I think my mic isn't always picking me up. So I am gonna see if I can adjust the noise gate. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, test. Testing, testing. Okay. Okay, I think it's quite sensitive now, so it should pick me up quite well. Hopefully you won't hear the fans in the background, it is pretty hot.
I'll join you. Right now, the Collective of Plenty isn't facing a serious threat, so we should support the other tribes.
Yep.
Many thanks, you two. Anything you need, send word to me right away. And don't worry, you're still Natlan's hero. I'm not gonna blame you for something your sibling has done.
Thank you.
Still, if we manage to find your brother, you wouldn't mind if I gave him a good punch to teach him a lesson, would you?
To be fair, Mauvika, considering he might be the cause of a death of many of your people, I can't expect you to give him more than just a punch.
following me. Too slow.
Alright, I'm gonna quickly grab a drink. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Just grabbing some Pepsi. Or Pepsi Max.
The wind rises.
Wonder if I should keep maybe a Natlan character on me.
Look, it's Lolly.
Huh.
Oh.
I wasn't expecting to see you here. Are you here to reinforce us?
I got a new cat yesterday. He's still a little nervous, but he's just walked up to me. Hi, baby. Aw, he's asking for cuddles. Yeah. And I'm gonna try and... He hasn't used the litter box yet, so I'm gonna try and encourage him to use that. Alright. I do have the aircon turned on as well at the moment, so if you hear it in the background, let me know.
How are things looking? Mauvika told us to come here.
Oh, the situation must be pretty dire if it's managed to get Lolly out of the house.
Dire? No, I wouldn't go that far. It's mostly just irritating. I heard we're being hit the hardest out of all the tribes. What are they trying to imply? They just think we're pushovers or something? The more I thought about it, the angrier I got. I couldn't exactly concentrate on my novel after that, so... well, here I am.
So, that's how they earned the ire of Granny Eatsley, huh?
They call themselves the Abyss Order, yes? Ugh, so tasteless. It's exactly the kind of two-dimensional name a clueless writer picks because they don't trust the rest of their writing to persuade the reader of who the real villains are.
Hey, she's saying your brother has poor taste.
I'm just glad I'm not the only one who thinks that. If I were him, I'd have I changed that name long ago again.
Wait, what? Are you saying her brother is a member of the Abyss Order? I only said that because I was mad, but maybe I went too far.
Don't
Hey,
worry.
let's save the chat for later. We've got some enemies incoming.
Good. A much-needed chance to vent my frustration. And not a moment too soon. Things were getting awkward there. Luckily, I'll never have to find out just how badly the rest of that conversation was gonna go.
You didn't have to say that last part out loud, Sweet Lolly. Anyway, let's get him!
Get him. Right.
Let's start things up. May the art truth repeats its course. I'm going in.
Coming!
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
Fill our pact!
Squall and Fury.
Phew. Much better. That's more like it.
Yep.
Impressive work, Granny Eatsley. If I'd known you were on the case already, I might have reconsidered whether your tribe really needed reinforcements.
If anyone should be reconsidering, it's the Abyss Order. They picked the wrong target this time.
Experience says that if we head in the direction they were attacking from, we should find their stronghold. Why don't we press our advantage and destroy their base? They won't know it hit them.
Hey, was there a battle here just now? Need any help?
The warriors from the Masters of the Nightwind are here!
Okay. Like, oh, was there a battle just here right now? There's nothing around them. They're not fighting. Do you need help? I'm sorry, but who wrote this?
The battle against the Abyss is still fresh on our minds, so everyone's used to working together. Well, morale's high and everyone's here. Let's go take down that stronghold.
I suppose more showed up.
This should be fun.
Well, get to work! Everybody stand back!
Know your place.
That's not what I meant to do.
Dare to mess
Okay.
with me? Have fun with this!
Just say it, the animal.
Forward! Crush them!
Dark light candlesticks created by believers in the abyss and chaos will constantly absorb nearby character elemental energy and convert it into void wards. Destroy these wards as quickly as possible to retrieve the converted elemental energy. Well,
What is that thing? It's like it's draining the strength right from my body. Find a way to destroy it! The Abyss Order's resistance is faltering. Now's our chance!
Bow your head.
Let's stir things up. West Wind?
Get to work! Suffer the wrath of Eastleigh!
Behold.
Warriors, attack! After them! This is fun!
Show no mercy! Let's light it up!
repeats its course.
Squall and Fury.
You must be the boss here. Time to show you what happens when you mess with the Masters of the Night Wind.
Don't die.
Resist the abyss will pay the price.
Eat Laline, eat Papa. Get! I'm going in.
Behold.
Get to work. Let's light it up. Everybody
We'll see about it.
may the Archon protect you.
Squall and Fury.
This stronghold is neutralized. Good work, everyone.
The Abyss Order's all bark and no bite.
To be honest, this was anticlimactic. I was hoping for a personal apology at the very least. And ideally, a whole speech acknowledging the superior might of the Masters of the Nightwind. Well, whatever. I'll just have to make up for it with some extra wine at the victory feast.
With the stronghold cleared, this area should be safe for the time being. But still, something tells me we can't afford to let our guard down yet. Maybe it's just me, but an enemy under siege normally defends their stronghold at all costs. The fighting gets more and more intense right till the bitter end. But this time was different. With a few exceptions, most of the enemies here gave up and fled the moment that... well, I don't know, but it seemed like they sensed something.
Huh?
Ja, bist du?
Not sure I follow. They did a tactical retreat, that's all. It's just a different strategy.
I'm not convinced. Don't forget, they're radicals who chose to wage war on an entire nation. They don't do things in half measures. It seems out of character to cut their losses and run like that.
So you're saying there's more to this than meets the eye?
I'm saying we don't know enough to be sure of anything at this stage. So let's stay alert and keep our defenses at the ready.
So we're not wiser as to why the Abyss Order's objective. Back to square one. If only I could get Aether to talk to me, I could get answers for all of us. I'm heading back to the Collective of Plenty. That key is our only lead so far.
Paimon had a hunch you might say that. But you're right. If we can somehow use that key to track down your sibling, maybe we can end this war before things get serious. And
Wait, you're leaving? But I was still debating whether to invite you to the first victory feast.
Go ahead, you two. See, Lolly and I will take care of things here.
Oh my god. Let's say we decide, okay, we'll join your victory feast. It's like, you've been looking for your brother for years, and you think we want to join your victory feast? Come on. I'm glad we didn't do that though, but it wouldn't surprise me if they did.
And we're back where we started. That Hilichurl probably found the key nearby, right? Let's look around for clues. There's no time to waste. The Ansan and Lally are waiting for us.
Yes, they are more important.
We've scoured the entire area, but still nothing. How the heck did the key end up in that Hilichurl's hands?
There is that club on the ground over there.
Are we supposed to believe that it just fell out of your brother's pocket as he passed by? Seems kind of ludicrous to lose something so important in such a dumb way. But then again, who knows? Sometimes in life, things just go missing and that's that.
Who is this?
Oh, thank goodness! Someone's here. Please help me.
Who are you? What happened?
Yes, the Canarian eyes. Her eyes are more similar to like Kaya's eyes than it is to like Caribert and A? Eight? Whatever Caribert's father's name was.
No, now isn't the time.
Okay.
Please, you've got to help me. I'm being chased by monsters and I can't keep running. Can you do something?
It's a little bit random that this person just happens to show up asking for help and happens to be from Canria, just where we lost our key. I mean, the NPC looks cool. I mean, she looks more detailed than other ones we've encountered. You come to the right person, but where are these monsters you speak
Yeah,
of?
where are they? Paimon doesn't see any monsters behind you.
Huh? I'm sorry, I don't quite understand.
What do you not understand?
They're almost here. This really isn't the time to be joking around.
Maybe she's saying something we're not.
We're not. We're completely serious. We don't see any monsters.
But how? Ugh, there's no time. They're coming. We gotta run.
Where do you intend to run
What's
to?
wrong with that girl? She must be seeing things.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh.
Oh no! It looks like something really hit her. Maybe she was right.
Oh,
Quick,
that's kind of
let's see if she's
creepy.
okay.
That's kind of creepy.
What's wrong? Are you hurt? What was that?
The monsters! They're right there! You need to get out of here. It's too dangerous.
Could she like be on like another plane of, I don't know, maybe another space and time for you? Maybe she exists in a different time or space, and we kind of maybe we somehow merged with that time and space, but didn't at the same time. I don't know. Let me help you up first. Oh my god. Oh, that's terrifying. Suddenly I can see them. Wow.
Huh? Oh, now you finally see them. Well, it's about time. I nearly kicked the bucket just now.
I'm sorry. I'll take care of them now.
Great! Thank you, Savior.
She was kind of rude. Hello, Ata. Yeah, I am. I decided next week, if I'm finance, what am I saying? The Honkai Star Rail quest will come out. And I don't want to like sit with several quests on top of me that I haven't done yet, because I still haven't done the Wuvo ones, I think. Yeah, I still haven't done the Wuvo ones as well, so I'm kind of feeling stressed because I have so much to do quest-wise. So I'm just like, okay, I have some time right now. I'll just crack on with it and see what happens. So far, it seems alright. It has some moments where I'm like, okay. How are you, by the way? Is work going alright?
Savior?
Savior? What's that about? Paimon's new voice though is very cute. I do like her new voice.
Behold.
Oh my god, we can't even reach this one.
The wind rises.
I understand. You prioritize work.
You done?
I wasn't really expecting anyone
sure
to
can't see
watch at
anything
all
'cause you
today.
can't tell.
It's just if I don't stream it, I will just skip it. Because I'm just not really feeling Genshin
It just looked like you
lately.
were slicing at thin air. Kinda funny, actually.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on either, but I could see them once I held her hand. I'm going to hold her hand. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm just,
really?
I don't know. I think with Not Cry, I'm kind of hyped with Not Cry. But anything Natlan, anything 5 point, whatever, I just, I really did not like this whole year of whatever they came out with. The only good thing that I really enjoyed was the Mondstadt quest and the Fontaine quest in 5.6. And if you only enjoy one patch, it's not good. Hopefully this is better. So far, it's had a few stupid moments, but I'm not gonna completely cancel it out just yet. It does feel a bit random because we found this key thing which happens to be like from the spaceship the traveler came here on, and the fact that we never even mentioned coming here on the spaceship before, it just feels a little bit immersion breaking. I don't know. Yeah, Genshin died this past year for me. Even the Fontaine one, I didn't complete. You didn't complete it? Oh, I actually really enjoyed the Fontaine one. Um, I thought it was a lot of fun. I think it's probably one of the best event quests they've ever made. So I'm gonna give credit to that. But oh my god, my mic just dropped. But everything else, this entire patch, the most that one was good. It's a shame it wasn't voiced at the same time it was released. I had to watch in Japanese, which was fine, but I do prefer the quest in English because that's how I play the game. Um, but I do think that Genshin has let us down. I definitely think they let us down this year. Natlan, I'm happy for anyone who enjoyed Natlan and thought it was a great quest. I'm happy for them. But I think in majority, most people weren't happy with it, and they let most of the player base down with it. It wasn't up to the standards. Sure, it had lore, but I didn't feel like the lore in Natlan was connected to the rest of the world of Tevat in any way. Even that quest about the dragons and us basically wiping the existence of Tevat, getting the option to just wipe the existence of Tevat, and like, even that quest I didn't think was really relevant. Because in the end, I chose to wipe the existence of Tevat and it just reset, and I had to choose where I didn't wipe the existence of Tevat. Like, what was the point of that quest? Um, but I think Not Cry whole potential. I am talking a lot more than I normally does. I do think Not Cry holds potential. I hope that this quest can somehow be good because it does involve the twin. Um, yeah, I guess we'll see. I was earlier in the quest we were speaking to Mauvika and I was just looking at her outfit and it's so immersion breaking. I just looked at it and I just felt so like disappointed, let down, just seeing her outfit. I'm just like, oh my god, why did they do this? I guess we'll just have to cope with it. Let's try it one more time. I want to check that I got all the monsters. Sure. I mean, if she can't see any monsters, I'm sure there's no monsters around. We're holding hands. Oh, what happened? What's wrong?
It's nothing. It's okay. I can see they're all gone now. No need for you to check.
Oh my gosh, she's blushing. Oh my god. Is this a NPC that's fallen in love with Lumine?
I didn't think much of it when the monsters were breathing down our necks, but now that I've calmed down, holding hands with you like this, I'm just a little shy, that's all.
It's okay. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
Have you never shaken hands with someone before? You sure get flustered easily.
To be fair, I don't just go and grab people's hands. So I can kinda, I get her. I would kinda be a little bit uncomfortable too.
Well, anyway, I haven't had the chance to introduce myself yet. I'm Deirdith. Thanks for
Deirdith.
saving me just now. I'm really grateful for your help.
Deirdith. Okay, you're welcome.
No worries. Paimon's Paimon, and this is the Traveler. With her around, you'll be safe from any monsters. As long as they're visible. So, what was the deal with those monsters just now, anyway?
It's probably in another plane of space.
Your guess is as good as mine. I could see them the whole time, so when you said you couldn't, I thought you were making fun of me.
I'm sorry you felt that way.
Whoa, that must have been scary. The idea that we'd stand by
Oh,
and laugh
wow.
while some poor girl was being hunted down by monsters?
That would have made us more monstrous than the monsters. I'd never do something so horrendous. I like this NPC, she's so expressive.
Don't worry,
Like,
we aren't like that. When we say
compared
we can't
to
see
other
something,
Genshin.
it's because we really can't see it.
Now, I'm saying expressive. I say expressive compared to other Genshin NPCs. If you watch or played Wuva, it doesn't compare.
But more importantly, did the monsters hurt you? How bad is it?
I like Paimon's new voice, I think it's cute.
It's nothing serious. But I did sprain my ankle back there. I won't be doing any more running for a while.
There is a cave nearby, why don't you rest there for now?
Good idea. We'll take you.
Phew, thank you so much. Despite getting injured, I still feel much safer with you around. I'm gonna stay here until I heal up. Don't want to risk running into any more monsters.
Yeah, you already took a big enough risk coming out here all on your own.
A small village, far away from here. I walked for what seemed like forever and lost my way, so... yeah, I have no idea where I am anymore.
To be fair, if her hair was different, I'd say she kinda, her face. Just her face, not outfit or anything like that, just her face. Her face could be a playable character's face. Everything else just screams NPC.
Maybe all these trials and tribulations are part of the journey. No one said finding the savior is gonna be easy.
Knows that finding the savior is going to be easy. She called us savior earlier, so I wonder what that means.
Huh. That's the second time you called the Traveler a savior. What's all that about?
The meme looks like, so like, oh my god, what is she gonna say?
Oh, sorry. It just slipped out. I was caught off guard. The resemblance is so uncanny.
Are you talking about her brother?
Anyway, let me start from the beginning. There was once a sage who passed through my village. People got the sense that she was truly omniscient. The sage said that doomsday was coming. But as that day approached, a savior would reveal themselves to us. The day of disaster is almost upon us, so my grandmother begged me to leave the village and find the savior before it's too late.
Doomsday?
Is she talking about the cataclysm?
I've heard people talk about the savior since I was a kid. Growing up, it really made an impression on me. The description is practically etched into my mind. So when I saw your golden hair for the first time, it was like this image that's existed in my mind's eye all these years suddenly came to life. Everything matched.
Oh, so that's why you were lost for words when you first saw her. Well, the Traveler's definitely got what it takes to be a savior, and she's already got a ton of titles, so she won't mind one extra.
Actually, I don't think it's her.
I think it's her brother.
What? But didn't you say that everything matched?
Everything except the gender. The savior was described as a young man.
Oh, for goodness sake. There are gender requirements to be a savior? Really?
I think I know who it is. There's someone out there who matches all the requirements.
Oh, of course. If it's not you, then it's gotta be him.
Who? Who is it?
My brother.
You have a brother? Well, then that's it. Oh, it's him. It has to be. Oh, thank goodness.
I think her brother is gonna disappoint this their dead person.
Please, can you take me to see him?
I don't know where he is.
Huh. Maybe, if you're lucky. It just depends if we can find him.
Huh? But isn't he your brother?
Sorry. Looks like Paimon steered this conversation back to the fallout between you two. It wasn't on purpose, but that's the reality, so it's hard to avoid.
Actually, Lumine seems like she's going through some trauma right now, and I kind of feel that for her.
Okay, fair enough. But since you're looking for him anyway, why don't we team up? We might stand a better chance if we work together.
Have you always believed that doomsdays will come? Have you always believed that the savior will come?
Yes. Everyone says that the disaster is inevitable. But the savior will rescue us all from our pain and suffering. I've always dreamed of meeting the savior.
Do you really buy this whole doomsday thing? Seems kinda far-fetched.
Alright. She spoke with conviction. I don't think she's like... I guess anyone who is very like religious or believe in things like predictions and things like that will really believe what's coming for them. But I guess like in a world of like where prophecies and things exist, you couldn't just doubt it either. Like prophecies were real and things happened, so maybe it's another lie spread by the Abyssora. Doomsday, I think, obviously because I know the title of this quest, Time and Space for You, I kinda suspect that this girl, Dirdith, is speaking about the cataclysm, which has already happened.
See? She broke eye contact. Sure sign of a guilty conscience. Time to press her for answers.
Look how serious Paimon is.
What's wrong, Deirdith? Something's clearly bothering you. You want to tell us what's going through your mind?
Oh, I just... how should I put it?
You have a
The
crush on
Traveler looks
me.
just like the savior of my dreams.
Yes,
And
you
it's
have
not
a
every day
crush
that the
on
savior of your
Lemmy.
dreams swoops in and saves the day in your moment of crisis.
Oh my
So
god.
I'm just a little overwhelmed, that's all. 3 seconds of unbroken eye contact is the limit. I don't think my mind and body can handle any more than that.
She has a crush on the mean. She's her knight in shining armor.
What do you mean, limit? What happens after 3 seconds?
Paimon, you're being a little bit just allow her the dignity and space, alright? How am I supposed to respond to that?
I'm sorry. Please forget that I said anything. leave it there for now.
Paimon just ruined her dignity.
Like I said, I'm going to hide here until I feel well enough to move again. If you manage to find the Savior in the meantime, please, please come and let me know. Thank you.
Okay, I guess. I mean, I really wanna have my own conversation with my brother, but if you come to mind, I'll make sure to mention it then.
Are you sure you'll be okay here on your own? Do you have enough to eat?
I'll be fine. I might not be much of a fighter, but I know how to stay hidden. And if I get hungry, I'm sure I'll find something around here. Don't worry about that.
Say so. If you say so.
Alright then. Well, take care. Being on your own isn't easy. What a mysterious girl. We should definitely keep an eye on her. But hey, at least she seems to like you. And it sounds like she's gonna help look for your brother when she's healed. Anyway, this is probably all the progress we're gonna make for now. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind and see if they need our help.
Let's go and join the celebration dinner because that's so important right now. I'll copy for Ororon this time.
Too slow.
Oh, you're back! How did it go? Find anything?
A weird girl that has a crush on me.
Nothing substantial, unfortunately. But we had the weirdest experience.
So I take it that the war's still on?
Yeah, I suppose so.
That's okay. I just wasn't sure, because things seemed to be at a standstill while you were gone. The Abyss Order hasn't attacked us, and since we don't know what they're planning, we haven't made a move either. In a word, it's a stalemate. The guards have been keeping watch around the clock, but for everyone else, you wouldn't even know we're at war.
Huh. Really makes you wonder what the Abyss Order's thinking.
I was wondering, Traveler, if you have the time, could you go and pay a visit to the guards? They've been
Sure.
working a pretty demanding schedule. I was gonna go see them myself, but I'm sure they'd appreciate a visit from the greatest hero of our time.
Oh, but you're a great hero too, Yan-san.
Greatest hero of all time. It's not like we have other more important things to do than give some encouraging words to some guards. But sure. Well, since you asked, this is technically my sibling's fault, so therefore it's totally my responsibility.
Great. Thanks, you two.
Sorry, I don't mean to sound bitter, but sometimes I just feel like these quests are wasting my time. Just get to the point. Who's this? Oh my god, what happened there?
Wow! Tumaini, our hero. We've actually fought together before. You probably don't remember it though.
Of course I
You
do.
do? Then it's truly an honor to serve alongside you once more.
You're
Thank you for standing
welcome.
guard this whole time.
It's all good. Honestly, it's not been that much work. Haven't heard a peep from the enemy.
No?
Nothing that would indicate an impending attack. I've spotted a bunch of Abyss Order operatives, but they weren't acting hostile, just hanging around. There were even moments when they seemed to be meditating. At least, that's what it looked like to me. Maybe it's part of their religion or something. Out of an abundance of caution, I asked some shamans from the tribe to take a look and see if there was anything nefarious at work. But they didn't sense anything untoward, so we just put it down to religious ceremony and left them to it.
Huh. Interesting. Oh well, the more time they spend meditating, the less time they spend trying to beat us to a pulp.
Seems suspicious though. Could the objective be related to the true objective?
Well, the shamans didn't raise any concerns, so how bad could it be? As far as I'm concerned, so long as they don't pose an active threat, they can do all the cult worship activities they want. Besides, as soon as everything's in place and we're ready for an all-out offensive, there'll be no match for us.
Huh. Sounds like morale is pretty high. Guess there's strength and confidence in numbers. Let's keep going, Traveler.
That sucks. Hopefully it wasn't too bad of a crash.
Huh? Is that Tumaini? What brings you here? Is this like a meet and greet?
Okay, this is completely my fault, probably. But since we did people start calling us Hermione? Was this after we got like the ancient name or whatever it was called? Sorry, I forgot. Is that our ancient name, perhaps? The one that... What is her name? Silonen made for us? Sorry, this quest is just time wasting right now. Apparently we're going and giving encouraging words to warriors around because it's so quest related and important.
Um, I wasn't... I'm so nervous.
Hey, come on! You'd march to war without so much as blinking. What's so scary about a chat with a Traveler, huh?
It's not the same thing at all. There are plenty of chances to go to war. But a one-on-one chat with our great hero? That could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, that sucks. Hopefully it can be fixed easily enough. I don't know what caused it, obviously.
How can I not be nervous? What if I say something wrong? Or if my posture's bad? Or if I accidentally make a weird expression with my face? One bad impression can stick for life.
You're making quite a good impression right now. Don't worry. Well, we're all good.
No one's here to judge you on your posture or your facial expressions. Relax!
Alright then. I'm sorry, great hero, but I have a small favor to ask.
What Paimon guess? An autograph, right? That's easy.
May I challenge you to a fight?
What? How can you be so audacious and so sheepish at the same time? Huh. Paimon's starting to think your nervousness is all just an act.
No, of course not. I just figured that if I don't ask now, I'll regret it for the rest of my life.
We finally got a clue on our brother, and what are we doing?
But I am still on patrol, so please, Great Paimon, if you wouldn't mind taking over for me for just a few minutes?
He's putting you to work, Paimon.
Ugh. Again with the sheepish audacity. Just pick one or the other, will you?
I think it's fair request. What are you waiting for? Bring it on. Yeah, I'm sorry, guy, but you're gonna be dead.
Obviously, I never expected to win, but until now, I didn't appreciate just how great the gulf was between us. I'll be bragging about the day I got to spar with Tumaini for the rest of my life. Today's really my lucky day.
Ugh. Paimon can't keep up with you. Your tone has changed all over again. Now you've had a spar with the Traveler. What gives?
Bet this guy's gonna die.
Well, some people connect through conversation, but we warriors bond by sparring. And now that I've had a bout with the hero, we're no longer strangers. Nothing to be nervous about anymore.
I am clicking and
Okay.
nothing's happening.
Well, to each their own. But Paimon's still gonna stick to conversation.
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
Not at all. We haven't spotted any new enemy movements.
As Paimon expected, nothing here either. Let's do another lap and get back to Yan-san.
You're back. So, did the guards find anything?
Nothing much, no. Someone mentioned that the Abyss Order has been doing some kind of meditation or prayer, but apparently it seemed harmless. Paimon wants to lodge a complaint about one of the guards, though. His name's Kentalo.
Why? Because he asked you to patrol for him? Ignore Paimon, he wasn't a problem.
Traveler? You're back already? No one thought to wake me up, huh?
No.
In fairness, you look pretty hungover. Can't imagine anyone wanting to wake you up in that state.
I agree, Paimon. I hate her too.
I'll have you
I can't
know I'm
stand
perfectly
her.
sober when I'm hungover.
She's so annoying.
Okay. I'll admit that sounds strange at face value, but regardless.
Regardless of what.
What I meant to say is, I heard something about the Abyss Order engaging in meditation.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Does that mean anything to you, Citlali?
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
Oh, what does that mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still. It's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
Oh. So even someone as familiar with the ley lines as you can't tell what's going on. No wonder the shamans at Satura called to the front lines couldn't sense anything.
Yan-san, I think we should go talk to the chiefs. There's no point dragging this out. We need to take the initiative and drive the Abyss Order out of Natlan for good.
I think Citlali just grosses me out. She doesn't. I think out of all the Natlan characters, she has one of the prettiest designs. I really like the look of her character. Think it's really cool and very pretty. I hate her personality. I hate her character. It just doesn't sit right with me. I'm always feeling unsettled whenever we talk to her.
If that's the Council of Granny Eatsley, I'm sure the chiefs will agree. But it will still take us some time to gather the required force. In war, adequate planning and preparation is the key to victory.
Sure, but the finer details aren't my concern. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Just remember to come find me when you're ready to talk to the chiefs.
Actually, since you have it, Lali, I might as well ask you one more question.
Sure, what is it?
Have you ever heard of monsters that are only visible to certain people?
Huh, you mean only select individuals can see them? Now that's a strange one. I guess they could be manifestations of a disturbed psyche? Or extreme negativity embodied in physical form? It could also be a simple case of dead monsters whose souls got stuck here somehow. Well, I say simple. Things quickly get confusing when you start looking into monster souls. For starters, trying to figure out which classification system to use is a real pain in the...
Alright, we get it! Granny Eatsley's learning and wisdom knows no bounds. But could we just get the short answer?
Hey, I was just thinking out loud. You really think I was just trying to flaunt my knowledge? Anyway, the short answer is... there are many potential explanations for the kind of phenomenon you describe. That said, it's not something I've ever encountered in all my years.
Whew, wow. Okay. Well, if Granny Eatsley's never seen it, it might as well not exist, right?
Hey, I'm not that old!
Yes, you are. You're like over 500 years old.
Care to elaborate on what happened? This all sounds rather mysterious.
Really? You had to hold her hand to see the monsters? That sounds a little contrived.
You're getting
That's
jealous
the
and
part that bothers
possessive.
you?
That's so cringe.
Maybe the point is more that it requires direct physical contact, whether that be hand-holding or otherwise. But that's neither here nor there. What bothers me is, it sounds like she's convinced that your sibling, the leader of the Abyss Order, is a savior.
Yeah, I agree. Her attitude is very aggressive. I don't like it. And just now, like, she's even getting possessive. Like, like, she doesn't even have the right to be that. Like, oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna quickly use the toilet because I really need to. I'll be right back. I am back. I would have been back sooner, but as I came down, looked through the door window, and the cat was finally using the litter box, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave him to it, not gonna disturb him. So yeah, he's finally gone, I think. But now I just imagine this old woman liking a teenager. I guess I don't see Lumine or Aether like teenagers. I see them as equally like, we know that Lumine is over 1,000 years old, so I don't necessarily see her as a teenager. Same with Aether, but at the same time, it's like this. I don't know, I just find it cringe anyway. Doesn't matter like if it's the age or not. That is just cringe. Yes, we do have a new baby. And he is the sweetest thing ever. Like, he is so lovely. Oh yeah, they do say that, don't they? That's true. Yeah, he's so sweet. He's such a lovely little baby. Um, he's hiding most of the time, but now, like, since, I don't know, like 20 minutes into streaming, he's been out and about, just exploring the living room. Um, he's eating well, he's really enjoying food. And he's a fluff baby. Like, I've been so spoiled with my other cats that they don't like shed a lot. But he sheds a lot, like insanely a lot. Which could be due to stress as well. Obviously, he's in a new situation, new environment, new people, so that's probably contributing to it. But he sheds a lot. Um, but he's so lovely. Yesterday, when my boyfriend was streaming, um, he was laying because me and my boyfriend has like our desks next to um they oh, so we have the same desk. We all our PCs set up is just next to each other. He was gaming. I was just sitting over at the couch. Bandit, which his name is, he came and he laid like just next to my boyfriend while he was gaming, and he was just chilling out. It was so sweet. You'll share my pain now. What do you mean? Share your? Oh yeah, with the with the fur. Yeah, definitely. I definitely will. I can just see Kiko outside on the patio, playing outside as well. Kiko's quite upset because she can't, obviously, being in the living room. So she keeps scraping on the door and meowing, which probably doesn't help Bandit settle in right now. But we'll give it a few days before we introduce them. And it seems so friendly. Has not shown any aggressive behavior at all, no matter like what. So I'll post a picture. I just took it before I went to the toilet. Um, I can post a picture on Discord. With how what a beautiful little boy he is. My phone and my Discord's been acting up like for the last few days. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I need to reinstall Discord. But yeah, he's a beautiful beautiful cat. Oh, the baby. Oh. If you put like your hand down, he'll come and ask for like air scratches and
That
cuddles.
really
Very
makes me
sweet.
question who's. Sorry if that
Oops.
comes across as paranoid. It's just hard not to be suspicious of everything when we're in the middle of a war.
Actually, Paimon feels like you make a fair point.
Whoever this girl is, she sounds like bad news.
Of course you'd
well,
say
you're
so.
clearly just jumping to conclusions.
Do you think she's a spy? Do you think she's some kind of weapon?
It's hard to know what to make of it. A young lady all by herself, lost in the middle of nowhere, sees monsters that no one else can, calls the leader of the Abyss Order her savior. At the very least, we should remain vigilant. Keep a close watch on her.
Sounds sensible. On that note, we probably shouldn't have left her by herself in that cave.
Traveler, we still need some time to muster our forces. Maybe you could check on her if you're not busy. Just be careful.
Well, she seems to trust me after all. Happy to, although I doubt she means us any harm.
It's settled then. Let's go check on her.
Don't worry, I'm sure he'll show up soon.
So obviously we've been petting him, and we have kind of introduced Kiko and Mia to the smell, like letting them sniff our hands. They're definitely
Following me.
noticing his smell,
Too slow.
and they're like very curious about it and things like that. But like Kiko, she's such a friendly cat, even with other cats. She sniffed it, and then she's just rubbing her head against the hand.
Too slow.
Which is very sweet. Yeah, how is she still? Is there like no improvements with Kisei? Or is she going to the toilet as normal again? Or is she still going a long time in between?
Here we are. Deardith will still be here, right? Oh, so quiet though. Uh-oh. What if Yan-san was right? Maybe she never intended to stay here at all.
Stay quiet and move in carefully. And Pete outside. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Traveler, watch out!
Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, yeah. Damn.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I didn't know it was you. I heard a noise and I thought it was the monsters coming to get me. Did I hurt you? Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking straight.
Have you been in any more contact with the vet about what be causing it? Is there anything they might be able to recommend to help Kisei kind of settle down with whatever is making her very anxious and that? Okay. I mean, maybe. So is it like any sound startles her? Like anything? Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that she's going through that. It's kind of like, obviously, odd because she's kind of already started to kind of settle in again, like settle in a new place, and then out of nowhere it feels like. Poor baby. Oh, so she's even avoiding you? Like she's not even letting you pet her or anything like that? It's so odd because she's obviously such an affectionate cat, so dependent on you as well. Makes you wonder, like, what it is that's happened. Baby. Do you think, like, it could be something like, possibly, like, because obviously UTI infection and things like that can change the behavior in the cat. Could she maybe have like something like that possibly, or because I know when Mia has UTIs because she has them like every few months, and we still get medications from her for her. Um, we can notice kind of behavior. She kind of excludes herself a bit more. Yeah, no, that's true. I don't know what that would have to do with the floor. I think probably a vet would know more than I do, obviously. You don't feel like the what is that called? The thing that calms them down. Can't remember on top of my head what it's called. The one that you plug into the wall. That's not helped her at all. I thought it would hurt. I would have tried to dodge, and somehow it still hurt less than expected.
Phew. That was scary. Paimon thought we'd walked into a trap.
Oh, okay. Oh, little baby. But like he's normal, like he's behaving normally. He's happy to take her place on the bed. Oh, no, I'm sorry about that. I hope that she can get back to her normal self soon.
Maybe we shouldn't have sneaked in without announcing it. Then you would have known we weren't monsters.
To be honest, I've been really on edge since you left. I just have this constant feeling that any second, the monsters are gonna come back and get me. And it's not like I can run from them.
I mean, I have no clue. I think obviously every cat has their own ways of coping with things. Obviously, Mia's never been like that when she has UTI, so I don't know. But as you said, she seems more spooked than anything, so maybe.
There's also no way to cook here. It's good you got back when you did. Another hour and a half and you probably would have found me starved to death.
You're the one who said you could take care of yourself.
Huh. That's weirdly precise. Though, it does explain why your attack on the Traveler was so weak. Wait, if you really thought you were gonna starve or get killed by monsters, why'd you promise that you'd be okay here on your own?
I just didn't want to lose face in front of my hero. She already saved my life once. That's more than enough. I just don't want to come across as a constant burden.
Huh. For someone on the brink of starvation, you're pretty preoccupied with your image. What's the real reason?
What? That is the real reason. I'm kind of bearing my soul here, you know?
Would she really just be an injured civilian? Come on, Lamine, you're not stupid. You see her eyes, right?
Anyway, so, could you make me some food now?
You're unbelievable. Sure, I just know the recipe. Only takes an hour and a half.
Oh, Paimon's getting hungry now too. Go on then. You can join us for dinner.
Wow. Something tells me this girl is very spoiled.
I am so full. Thanks for saving me, again. Starvation feels like a distant memory now.
No trouble at all. That's 2 favors you owe me now. Hope you're keeping count.
Huh. You can really pack it away, Deardith. Guess that explains how you had the energy to make it this far.
I tried so hard to hold back, but it looks like I still came across like a total glutton.
Paimon didn't even realize how late it is. Hey, the night sky here is really pretty.
It's the same as any night, guys.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to you both that I'm able to relax and enjoy it. I was cooped up in that cave the whole time you were gone. Now, I'm finally out. The air seems fresher, and the stars more beautiful than ever before.
She does a little bit, doesn't she? But I actually think her new voice is really cute.
You weren't in there that long.
But she thought she was gonna starve, so that the time probably passed unbearably slowly.
When I was young, I used to lie on the roof of my house, gazing up at the stars. And often, my mind would drift to this question. Is this starry sky actually real?
Nope. Wait, why would she think that? Does she know about the full sky?
But my grandma would tell me, the answer to that question doesn't really matter. Think of all the people in our village who spend their entire lives here, she'd say. To them, that little village is their whole world. And so, if it's our destiny to live beneath this sky all our lives, then whatever may or may not lie beyond, this is our world, and that sky is real to us.
Paimon kinda gets you, but also not really. Is it kind of like how journeying with the Traveler is everything to Paimon right now?
That seems kinda right, but also not really.
I really treasured my world for a really long time.
It's kind of weird that she's talking about the sky. Like, I thought like Canria didn't have a sky. Maybe I'm mistaken on that.
The village was my everything. The houses, the scenery, stories I always loved to hear about the Savior. But I could never bring myself to agree with Grandma. Even if the village was my entire world, I still had to know what lay outside its borders.
think Bandit just saw Kiko through the window.
Yeah! Go you!
So, I finally ventured out and set off on my journey to find the Savior. I'm going to make my world bigger, one step at a time. And I'm not going to stop until I've seen what's beyond the stars. Maybe then, I'll finally get an answer to the question I had as a child.
Beyond the stars. I bet she'll turn into a Hilly Cheryl.
Who knows? Maybe one day, I'll be sitting and chatting just like we are now, but with someone from another world.
Yeah, one day. Oh, if only we could tell her. But it's probably best not to open that can of worms right now.
I need to find the Savior and protect my world. Then, I can make sure it continues to grow. That's the most worthwhile thing I could think of doing, so I've been giving it everything I've got.
You know what? That's pretty cool. Paimon kinda wants to root for you now.
Sorry. I got a little carried away. I always get chatty after a hearty meal. Just like my grandma.
The more we chat, the more convinced I am that she's not a bad person. And it doesn't sound like she's been brainwashed by the Abyss Order. Maybe we can afford to trust her.
Hold on. Shh. It's them. The monsters are back.
Where? Oh, still invisible, huh?
In that case, guess we gotta try the trick again. Let me hold your hand. No, your other die?
Can
Okay.
you see them now?
Sorry, I will literally be having a delivery any minute at the moment. Just seeing them on the map. Oh. Oh wow.
Oh, Paimon still can't see anything. But please, be careful. Surprise, Beck! I'm going in! Dare to mess with me?
Squall Fury. Know your place.
Let's stir things up. Too late for regrets. Have fun with this gift.
The wind rises.
Teamwork is trick.
Okay, my doorbell just went off. Be right back. enjoy your meeting. I hope.
Huh? Wow, that was fast. Did you get all of them? Oh, I'm slowly but surely getting used to the sight of you fighting thin air. You doing all right, Deirdith? Deirdith? Hey, it's okay. There's nothing to be scared of anymore.
Oh, I'm fine. I just spaced out there for a moment.
You spaced out? That's a pretty bold move under the circumstances.
I was just... the image of the Traveler fighting to protect me. I was trying to commit it to memory. Seems like the least I can do.
Alright. Whatever floats your boat.
Anyway, there are no more monsters in the area, and it's getting late. Why don't you stay here tonight?
Sounds reasonable to Paimon. What do you think, Traveler?
Are you asking me to stay the night?
Alright. Deirdith will be... Huh? Deirdith? Why are you going in alone?
Hey there! Who is he talking to? Oh. Aether and the Lord of the Night. What's going on? Okay.
Doomsday. A fitting name indeed.
Whose voice is that?
A blood-red sky. Wild beasts that slaughter all in sight. Endless pain. A terrible curse that cannot be reversed.
A terrible curse that cannot be reversed. So you see people here, you see the abyssal monsters, the ruin guards. I wonder if the ruin guards... yeah, so the ruin guard is attacking the haunting rift hounds. This guy looks to be very Canrian outfit.
And the birth of a savior.
Oh. That dream I just had. Oh my god, isn't this cringe?
You're awake. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to,
Was she holding my hand?
You just look quite distressed, like you were having a nightmare. I thought if I took your hand into mine, you might find it soothing. At least, that's what my family always did when I had nightmares. But it didn't seem to work on you. In fact, I think I made it even worse. I'm so sorry.
Oh, is that right?
Paimon is getting suspicious.
You better not be trying to pull a fast one on the Traveler.
What? Don't be so... I have more self-control than that.
Oh my god.
Self-control? What does that have to do with it?
Ugh, I still can't remember anything. What did I see in my dream just now? I think I saw Aether in the Night Kingdom at the very start of the dream, but I can't remember what happened next. Never mind, if the memory is gone, I can't force myself to remember it. I'm gonna go back to sleep. We can catch up tomorrow morning.
Ugh. No way is Paimon getting back to sleep after this. You go ahead. But for the rest of the night, Paimon is staying up to keep an eye on this young lady.
That's a weird way of pointing at someone, holding like two fingers out like that. Interesting.
Oh, do I really seem that shady to you?
I don't know.
Well, Deirdre, there should be enough food for 3 days. Make sure you eat the perishable stuff first, so nothing goes to waste. You can't tell which stuff is perishable, right?
Yeah, I can tell from the ingredients. Thank you so much for making all of this for me. 3 days will definitely be enough time for my ankle to heal. Then I'll continue on my journey to find the savior.
Alright, then we'll be off. Bye for now, Deirdre.
See you? Wait! But if this is goodbye, how am I supposed to find you again?
Are you supposed to find me again?
Oh, I mean, what if I find your sibling? How am I supposed to let you know?
Ah, that's a good point. We share the same goal, but we're constantly on the road, so we've got no fixed address. How about this? When the time comes, you can just write a letter to Mauvika. She'll be able to find us for sure.
Mauvika?
Mm.
Who's Mauvika?
Hold on, I think I see something over there. Abyssal mages.
Order, they're here! But it doesn't look like they're marching to war. More like they're running away?
Oh.
Where? What are you talking about?
A bunch of Abyss Order thugs. You don't see them? They're heading right this way.
Wait a second.
That's strange. I guess it's my turn to not be able to see the monsters.
I bet I tried untested method will allow you. I bet the tried and tested method will allow you to see them.
You're right. I see them now. You weren't joking after all. So this is what it's like.
What a weird situation. What is making these monsters invisible? Is it Deirdre? Or the monsters themselves? Or is it us? Well, might as well mow these ones down, just so they can't pose a threat to the tribes. Woohoo! All done! Their morale seems super low. Guess they really were on the run, huh?
So there's no more of them, right? I still can't wrap my mind around this. Why couldn't I see them until you took my hand?
Believe me, I'm baffled. I'm as baffled as you are. The plot thickens. Turns out there's also monsters which I can see, but it can't.
So, any ideas on why those monsters might have been running away? Maybe something went down on the front line. Oh, Paimon's getting a little worried about Eon-san and the others. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind right away. We gotta go. Bye for now, Deirdre.
See ya, and please take care.
It's not like kind of risky, like just leaving her there and then there's monsters she can't see, but I'm guessing maybe the monsters can't see her as well. I don't know. I think maybe we're the only ones who can see her. No, that's not what I meant to do. Welcome back.
We ran into quite a big group from the Abyss Order just now. Has something happened at the front?
The front line has collapsed.
What?
But how?
Did the Abyssor send in reinforcements? Did it deploy some kind of secret weapon?
No, relax. Their front line has collapsed, not ours.
Feels like you could have phrased that more clearly at the start. But this is good news, right? Why'd you still look so serious?
No, we're still mustering troops. Nowhere near ready to go on the offensive. So at first, I was also confused about what exactly happened out there. But just now, I got the full story from a guard who was on the scene. He watched the enemy lines crumble in real time.
What did he see?
One person. Just a single individual. They stormed the enemy lines and attacked with a vengeance, cutting them down like paper dolls. They wielded an unknown power and fought with a sword style that no one recognized. The guard who relayed this to me said that before he even had time to react, the enemy was decimated.
Alright, I got it. I think I know what happened.
I'm only recounting what I heard, and I'm sure the guard in question must be exaggerating to some extent. But still, we have to identify this person. And assuming they're a neutral party, we'll need to figure out how to engage with them. Clearly they're a force to be reckoned with, so we don't want to come across as too weak or too hostile. It's quite a diplomatic conundrum.
You don't need to sweat it, Eon-san. From your description, we're already pretty confident that we know this person. Honestly, with the Abyss Order acting out so publicly, it's about time he showed up.
Yeah, who else could it be? He'd never miss an occasion like this. Who are we talking about? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I'm like, okay, so clearly not talking about our brother. I'm like, who are we talking about? Oh my god, it's Stainslip, of course. Of course.
Dainsleif.
Yeah. A little suspicious man. Where is he? What are you up to now? Fighting the Abyss, clearly.
The wind rises.
It's been a while, Dane. And yeah, after we heard what went down, we figured you'd shown up. You caused quite a stir, you know. Oh, this is a friend of ours from Natlan. Her name's Eon-san. She insisted on coming here to thank you in person.
Sorry, I got completely distracted.
It is my honor, Mr. Dainsleif.
um, so Bandit is sitting just like by the patio window, looking out in the garden, and Kiko is laying on the chair just outside the window, looking down at him, and they're just looking at each other. So in a way, they're kind of chilling out together, which is kind of cool. They seem pretty relaxed, which is a good sign considering. Sorry,
Thank you for
I
breaking
am.
the stalemate in our war against the Abyss Order. Natlan is fortunate to share a common enemy with such a mighty warrior as yourself.
Please don't mind him, Ian-san. He always talks like that, but he's a pretty nice guy deep down.
It's quite alright. Uezo Janssen respects those of great power. It's quite clear that he meant no offense, and I am still delighted to make his acquaintance. Anyway, since you're old friends, I'll leave you to catch up for now. Take your time.
Sure thing. You probably have plenty of other stuff to do anyway, right? Since this war isn't exactly over. See you later, Ian-san! Hey, Dane. Would it have killed you to be a little more polite? She's our friend.
Fine, since you helped break the stalemate, we'll let you off the hook. Fine, since Janssen wasn't offended, we'll let you off the hook.
Ugh, so stubborn. But whatever. So anyway, Dane, do you have any new info about the Abyss Order for us? Any idea what they're trying to achieve with this war, for example?
Never before have I seen the Abyss Order take action. Taking it at face value, it seems highly illogical. In a war with Natlanese, the odds are stacked firmly against them. They surely cannot be unaware of this. The true goal must be a deeper one. Oh my god, he's not voiced. He probably talked earlier and I was too distracted by the cat.
We thought so too. But it sounds like you're no closer to learning what that goal is than we are.
I've been on the case for some time, even captured and interrogated several Abyss Order members. Yet still, I am none the wiser. I can only assume they have gotten a great lengths to keep their real operation a secret. I have bad feelings about this. The Abyss Order is wasting a lot of its forces attacking Natlan, so whatever they stand to gain must hold enormous value to them.
What do you think we should do?
Since we lack actionable intelligence for now, we might as well continue and focus on the fighting. Leave them to their secret plots. If they're so willing to sacrifice manpower for it, I'll intend to make that sacrifice greater and more painful than they could ever have anticipated. If you use this opportunity correctly, I believe we can eliminate the vast majority of the Abyss Order's forces. Here we do see that thing on his skin. I do wonder if this is like the corruption that Capitano kinda had, or similar to it. They'll never be able to mount such a large campaign ever again. That outcome is well worth our time, and the sooner we can do that, the better. That's right. The ideal scenario would be to destroy them before they can reach their goal.
Paimon gets it. Nothing in the world can satisfy you like making mincemeat out of the Abyss Order, right?
Text and stream. It's not very effective. Oh. And I just got another delivery. Oh, I can't be bothered. Whatever.
Wow. Okay. A rare, candid response from Dane.
Sound like a Dane one-man attack on the enemy front. Has put him in a good mood. But what about you? Any news to share from your end?
Well, actually, we found her brother's hibernation chamber key near the Collective of Plenty. He must have lost it.
You say that as if Dainsleif is gonna know what it is. So he's there in person, unsurprising, even the scale of this operation.
Oh, and there's more! After finding the key, we also ran into this weird girl. She kept seeing monsters that we couldn't see, and then, this other time, we saw a load of monsters, but she couldn't. She also said she was on a journey to find the Savior. Her description of this Savior matched the Traveler pretty closely, so we figured it's probably her brother.
Hold on, that girl called him the Savior? Well...
Yeah, that's right. Is something the matter, Dane?
The last time I heard that term was before the Cataclysm. And not just that, it's referred to your brother then too. But who would still believe in the myth of the Savior when the Cataclysm has already taken place? It makes no sense. The term's been around even before the Cataclysm.
Wait, wasn't her brother called the Prince, though? Where did this Savior thing come from?
Well, when he was first granted the title of Prince, the Windsor King and the entire court of Canria set about loudly proclaiming the might that he would bring to the nation. They made it sound as if with him there, all the pain and suffering would be washed away, and the future of Canria would be brighter than anyone could imagine. The Savior was the celebratory title given to the prince by those who believed in this rhetoric. Of course, you know how that story ended. In hindsight, the cruel irony is glaring. All that title really stood for was the Winster's King's lust for power.
Sounds like the people of Conria really believed in him.
Is that why Aether is so determined to revive his homeland, because he thinks he failed as the Canria savior? But that certainly doesn't explain everything. There must be other reasons. As for a girl you met, allow me to offer you some speculation. I suspect she is a descendant from pure-blood Canrians afflicted with the curse of immortality. They must have resettled somewhere remote, cut off from the rest of the world. That would explain how her people retain their ancient beliefs, including the myth of the golden-haired savior.
Ah, Paimon gets it now. So, a bit like Kaya, except she grew up somewhere more isolated?
It's interesting that she's mentioning Kaya, because as far as we know, Kaya isn't immortal, as far as we know. But she does have the same eyes as Kaya. Like Caribert, Aid, whatever the Caribert style was, Dainsleaf, and other Canrians we met, except from Kaya, has had very bright blue Canrian eyes. Kaya and this girl is having like a more purpley look. I don't know if it's connected in any way, but I do love any Kaya lore. Oh my god, I'm so happy just hearing his name. It just brings me with so much joy, and I'm like, he's relevant, he's still relevant.
Still, that doesn't explain the invisible monster situation.
If she can't provide us with any more valuable intelligence, I suggest we shift our attention back to the Abyss Order.
Sure. Also, why don't you stay with us at the Masters of the Night Wind for tonight? You must be tired after all that fighting today.
I will consider it, but we must discuss our next steps first thing tomorrow morning. We can't give the Abyss Order any more time to regroup. Kaya mentioned...
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem.
Yeah, 10, no, 8 till 10, 8 till 10, 8 till 10. Like, every time I do this, I always forget what time it says. 8 till 10, 8 till 10. Almost a full day. is Dainsleep? Sorry, this is annoying me. I need to defeat the Abyssori's assault on the Masters of the Night Wind. Walk to Dainsleep. Where is he? Is he all the way? Okay, he's not that far.
Swollen Fury.
Who is it talking to? No, we can't give him that much time.
Dane and Eon-san discussing strategy together? Huh. Looks like they're getting along just fine. Morning! What are you guys talking about?
Ah, you're here. I have some good news to share with you. We just got word from the Scions of the Canopy. Their intelligence has reported that they've discovered the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan. After their front lines dissolved, the bulk of their forces fell back to that area. It's also where their central command is located. The location? The Cinder City.
Cinder City, huh? That tracks. Seems like their kind of place. Hey, this is great! This could be our chance to crush the Abyss Order once and for all! And with any luck, maybe we'll find your brother there too!
Yep, our army is almost ready, and we've sent a message to Mauvika to let her know the plan. We can't really launch an operation this big without the okay from the Archon.
I beg to differ. This is wasting time. You have the intel you need, so act on it. Every second you delay only increases the Abyssor's odds of survival.
I've already explained my reasoning, Mr. Dainsleif. I understand your concern, but an immediate strike is not on the cards for us.
Very well then. I will go there alone. Thank you for the intel,
You're
Jensen.
gonna go on your own? Come on, be sensible. Just wait a tiny bit longer, and you'll have a whole army going with you.
It's all right. I support your decision, Mr. Dainsleif.
Huh? Shouldn't you be talking sense into him?
I admire his courage, and I believe he is strong enough to take on the Abyss Order on his own. And even if things don't go to plan, he just needs to bide his time until we arrive with reinforcements. Mr. Dainsleif, I wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you.
Looks like he's waiting for you to say something, Traveler.
Alright, fine, I'm coming.
For a second there, Paimon actually thought he was gonna brave it alone. And then he called his own bluff.
Alright, let's see. Where is this frontal attack?
Is this the place? The Abyss Order's hideout in Natlan?
All these years, the Abyssor has managed to either stay hidden or fiercely defend their positions. This may be the first chance I've ever had to finally make a serious dent in their forces. I guess that's nice. Which reminds me, once the fighting starts, I can't promise I'll be able to have you back at a moment's notice. But if you run into any Abyss-powered mechanisms, feel free to leave them to me. I'll take care of them when I can.
It's been so long since we fought with Dane side by side. Paimon's confident we can clear this place out long before Eon-san arrives. And if you get to meet your brother again, even better. Let's go!
In this battle, Dainsleif will show you the might of the Twilight Sword. Summon him to clear out the obstructions that bar your path. The swordsmanship Dainsleif has masters as the canary and cord. guard captain allows him to easily spy the weaknesses in opposing elemental wards. This long war against the Abyss has made him highly cognizant of their weaknesses, allowing him to also destroy their void ward shards. Something. What's this? We can go with this, right? Can I play? Oh. Oh wow. Okay. You won't get another chance. You don't actually get to play him then. Sheep tricks.
Let's light it up.
Oh my god, I am pressing buttons, but nothing's happening.
Truth repeats its course.
Behold!
This should be fun. West Wind, teamwork is dreamwork. We'll see about that.
Squall and Fury. How amusing.
Surprise baptism. Ears of the storm. Sense of respect.
The wind rises.
This is a very different battle from the one we fought with the Ansan. No one's backing down. They're fighting back with everything they have.
Let's light it up.
Oh my god.
Too slow.
Oh, seriously. The thing is that I press the sleeves button and then obviously I don't swap to him, so I feel like it's not doing anything. Oh my god. This thing is so stupid. I need energy. And I need heals. Oh, maybe I should eat food for heals, since I don't have a healer then.
Let's stir things up.
Sorry, but I don't think I can change team.
Behold!
This should be fun. May the Archon protect you. Dare to mess with me? Truth repeats its course.
The wind rises. Quit following me.
I think I have the rotations more at hand now.
Let's stir things up. Ears of the storm. Huh? Oh. Truth repeats its course.
Taste the relentless specter that haunts us.
Oh, don't kill me.
Present. To flee is futile.
Come on, Bennett.
Resist it.
I need you. Okay, Bennett is up. He's healed.
West Wind, carry me. Dare to mess with me?
Oh no. Oh my god.
Didn't stop for me.
Let's light it up! Adventure time! Off we go! Everybody stand back!
Squall and fury. Everything.
Oh my god, seriously. Oh my god, this is not going very well. Stay asleep, save me.
The Oracle didn't mention that. Surprise baptism!
Kill them. No, he missed. Oh my god, no. Don't kill my Penny, please.
Let's stir things up! West wind, yes, teamwork is dreamwork! Yeah! Once again! Adventure, yeah! Surprise baptism! Yeah, yeah!
Okay, thank you, Dane Sleep. I feel like I should wait until I at least get Scara up again. Ten seconds. That was so chaotic. Okay. Scar is fed and ready.
Twilight Sword Dainsleif. Is this really what you want?
The Baptist. It is indeed. I will take every opportunity to hunt you down to the last man.
So where's the Traveler's brother then? Or is this guy supposed to be in charge here?
So, this is a hunt to you. I must say I pity you, Dainsleif. The death you dole out so readily to others is a luxury you yourself cannot enjoy. But today, that is the least of your worries. Do you realize that all your years of pursuing us are being rendered utterly meaningless, even as we speak?
Your riddles tire me. The overwhelming advantage is ours. At least for the moment. You know what that means for you. I'd like to see what makes you believe you've already won, or that can you still turn the tide of the war.
Me to be frank. As far as we are concerned, our prince has already won by other means. And I do not merely mean this battle. No. His Highness has achieved something far greater.
What's
For
that?
today, the Abyss Order's greatest wish has finally been fulfilled.
Is this related to the Loom of Fate? The Abyss's greatest wish, does that mean? Tsk.
Our Highness quietly infiltrated the Night Kingdom to exploit that realm's past experience with ley line reconstruction. And then used the Loom of Fate to reweave the ley lines of Conria.
Do you think that's related to why we can't see that girl?
What? He used the Loom of Fate? Wait, does this mean the attack on the Masters of the Night Wind was all a smokescreen to give him some cover? Oh no! This makes too much sense.
Correct. As of now, our homeland has been revived.
Really?
And all of my comrades that you have slain, Dainsleif, they shall forget the struggles that have beset them these past 500 years, and begin their lives anew in a Conria restored to life.
Really? Like, genuinely, does Canria exist again? With a load of drivel. Your falsehoods are riddled with flaws. My ears tire of your tedium. Isn't there more to reviving a homeland than just reviving its ley lines?
Right! You still need a few steps after that, such as finding a place to host the ley lines you just re-wove. Plus, if it was really so easy, Mauvika and the captain would have had a way easier time during the war.
I have one simple question. If Canria has indeed been revived, as you claim, then where is it?
Oh, you poor fools. Clinging to delusions, even after the truth has been plainly revealed to you. Think back on the past few days. Have you truly not noticed anything amiss since the start of the war?
Anything I missed? There are signs that I could have missed. Like how you met this girl from Canria who can see monsters but you can't, and you can see monsters. Meaning that time and space has kinda been weaved back together.
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
Oh, what does that mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still, it's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
I also vaguely remember seeing Aether in the Night Kingdom facing the Lord of the Night. Wait, that's not all. There were other signs as well. The Abyss Order choose to retreat from the strongholds. The Abyss Order retreated when we attacked the stronghold with Janssen and Sitlali. This isn't their usual style. The meditation of the Abyss Order's followers. According to guard stations near the Masters of the Nightwind, many members of the Abyss Order were seen idling around during the lull in the conflict, even settling down to meditate. I couldn't see the monsters that Dirithet could see, and she couldn't see the ones I could. We could only see the monsters in each other's sight after making physical contact. Assuming he's right, then another possibility arises. Maybe I'm in a different time and space from Dirithet. If she's Canrian like Dane suspect, then that means this revived Canria that he speaks of might actually exist, and despite hailing from that separate time and space, Dirithet has found a way to communicate with us. Whatever may be going through your mind right now, do not trust it. I urge you not to believe his lies. The notion that Canria has been revived is preposterous. Unless I see it with my own eyes, I refuse to entertain it. The only one thing that should... Oh my god, he looks very hot there. Just look at that. That's like... That is someone who's mad, he's angry, he doesn't have patience for BS. There's only one thing that should demand our attention in this instant, and that is silencing this man for good. Oh, they revived my person. Run, Pana!
Let's stir things up. Off we go. We'll see about that.
Oh crap, don't die, don't die.
May the Archon protect you. Suppress everybody. Stand back.
Do not bring shame to the name of the Abyss!
Okay, that was easy
That
peasy.
should be all of them, right? So, we've destroyed the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan, but somehow, that didn't feel satisfying at all. Are you still thinking about what that guy said? You look really worried.
Meredith is the only potential lead we have. I think we should at least talk to her about all this. I understand you think she might be from the revived Canria, yes? I've said my piece. I doubt Canria could be revived so easily, but if it will give you some peace of mind, you should talk to her and test your theory. I'll stay here and do some post-battle cleanup. Perhaps there are some clues left to be found. Okay, I mean, it's still there. The bookkeeper. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Did it die? No. I mean, I would have died from that. I thought your voice and attitude seemed familiar. My mistake. I should have made sure you were dead earlier. The curse of immortality has struck you too, then, Hayden. Who's Hayden?
500 years on, and you still refuse to address me as master. Don't forget, Dainsleif. You may be the renowned Twilight Sword, while my arm has grown too feeble to swing a blade. But I taught you everything you know about wielding a blade.
Your arrogance and malice cost you all of my respect long ago.
Be that as it may, under the circumstances, I see no further reason for us to fight. The curse of immortality means neither of us has a way to completely destroy the other.
Speak for yourself. I intend to kill you 100 times over. Ooh, he is so mad. It's very hot.
Have you finally had enough? You weren't joking then, huh? Never, in all my worst nightmares, have I experienced anything close to the pain of 100 deaths. Surely, there's no point taking out all your hatred on me alone.
That was just for your actions in the Abyss Order. If you took into account what you did in Canria, you'd soon find out how much darker your nightmares can become.
All right, I believe you. Still, aren't you at least a little tired now? Why don't we sit down, perhaps? Chat a little. Hmm? What? Not a fan of reminiscing about old times? Well, I suppose you don't have many fond memories to look back on.
I never thought you'd side with the Abyss Order, Hayden. You could have easily blamed the prince for his betrayal.
Indeed. When the cataclysm first struck, everyone prayed for the Savior to deliver them, but he was nowhere to be found. Yes, we knew that the great abyssal power within him had been divided up, yet we still despaired at his choice to leave us. Still, I believe that everything he's doing now, including his regret over what happened, comes from a genuine place in his heart. And besides, who else can we place our faith in? We are proud Conrians, are we not? I mean, we can hardly turn to the gods.
I suppose you have changed a lot over the past 500 years. Otherwise, I'd never expected you to forgive him. Had you been so generous during your time at the Knight Academy as my instructor in Black Serpent blade work, I might not come to loathe you so much.
Is that so?
All my good deeds were clearly in the spirit of the Academy's code of chivalry, yet I received corporal punishment for being restless and brash. And as much as it pains me to bring up his name, even my co-student Sertologi was prosecuted for following the spirit of knighthood. He even lost limbs over it. There's little point in discussing it now, of course, but all of this was your doing, wasn't it, Hayden? You wore the mask of benevolence as you viciously suppressed the next generation of knights, all to bolster your own position and reputation. Well, too cowardly to admit it?
Oh, I'm sorry, Dainsleif. I would apologize to you for those actions, truly. But the fact is, I honestly can't remember them anymore. Look at me. Look at what has become of me. Only by the Abyss's grace have I managed to maintain this physical form. But as for the rest, memories, spirit, emotions, personality, they have long become eroded, fragmented beyond recognition. Even if mine was a past steeped in sin or in shame I once longed to hide, I would wish to remember it. Without my history, I fear I will become another person entirely. I would like to apologize for any misdeeds that are mine. So please, tell me everything. Tell me about the Khaenri'ah we once called home.
It's kinda sad. No wonder your personality struck me as different. Memories are indeed a crucial part of a person's identity. So the Khaenri'ah we once called home... Ooh, are we getting... No... All the sights, memories, and feelings, everything etched in the heart and mind and gradually brought back to the forefront, blah blah blah. Simply recalling everything seems to take a long time.
You seem to remember much. Could you tell me more about it? About our golden age?
I'm not interested. I have neither the time nor the sympathy.
Is that so? What a pity. But this will be quite sufficient, as long as the loom of fate heard what I could not.
The loom of fate. What have you done? Tell me.
I'm afraid I owe you yet another apology, Dainsleif. You were right. I lied to you earlier. Your wits are too sharp to be fooled by me. The homeland hasn't yet been revived. In fact, even the ley line weaving is not yet complete. Think of ley lines as the collection of memories concerning a given place. To reweave Khaenri'ah's ley lines as they were 500 years ago, we would somehow need to retrieve almost all the memories of Khaenri'ah from that age. The loom of fate cannot weave without an abundant supply of memories. And so, we relied on everyone in the Abyss Order to provide what they could. Even though fragments are all that remain in most cases, the more we all share, the more that can be restored.
So the loom of fate is running as we speak, and a so-called meditation, oh my god, your members have been performing. Its purpose was to supply the loom with memories, wasn't it?
Indeed. We, a people in exile, stranded 500 years in the future, will weave our homeland anew and bring the nation of our dreams back into the real world. Ah, what a glorious undertaking. What a shame it had to take this long. After 500 years, most of our memories have faded, and a world woven from broken memories shall itself be broken.
So that's where I'm supposed to come in. You look for assistance from your mortal enemy who was sworn to hunt you down.
Precisely. For you possess a ring left to you by your elder brother, which continuously resets your body's condition.
Oh, interesting. So that's why he's not as corroded as like Capitano was.
Of course, your memories are susceptible to erosion just like ours. But of all Conrians who remain, you are sure to remember the most. We had to obtain the memories in your mind, whatever the price. Even if it meant sacrificing our entire army as bait.
So this was your true goal, to lure me here, guide me into a state of medication. What am I saying? I can't even read. Meditation and access my memories. That's what he said, yes. So be it. A few of my fading memories for your entire army. That strikes me as fair trade. I appreciate your generosity. You're gambling everything you have on the loom of fate. This could be a costly mistake for you in the long run.
Perhaps. But that is the gamble our Highness has chosen to make. And thanks to you, the loom of fate has now finished weaving the ley lines. New Conria is complete!
Oh, that was quick. Enough about your beloved leader. You said you would pay any price for my memories, did you not? In that case, prepare to be slain another 100 times for your deception. I hope it was worth it. Symphony of whatever it's at. Symphony of the New World. The Loom of Fate has rewoven the lines of a new Canria. Wow, that's insane. It's insane that it's already so far in motion. Alright, I'll be right back. It's only gonna be a few minutes, not long. Let's appreciate how cute Dahlia is in the meanwhile.
Huh? Ooh.
Do you hear that? There's a voice whispering on the wind. It says, some guy just took a stone to the head.
Come on, let's go find some drama.
I forgot to unmute my mic and remove the be right back thingy. My fancy be right back overlay.
It's Judith! Great! She's still here!
What is this? Could this be the cataclysm? That gave me the chills, actually. Wow. Is this where Meredith is right now? So she really is.
We're not from the same world, are we?
I don't think we are. No, I come from your future. So, Lumine was meant to have a voice line there, but she didn't, which is disappointing.
Wait, but that's great! That means the world isn't going to end. In that case, tell me, what happens to Conria? What happens to my homeland? ... No, wait. Don't answer that. We can only fight for our future. If the future is unknown, I still believe the Savior can turn things around. I'll carry on looking for him, even if you're not there to protect me. Although, in a way,
Sorry, Meredith.
I've already found my Savior. It's you. You protected me, and I believe you can protect us all. You're the one who can change everything. It's just too bad that we're not from the same time or place. Oh, one last thing before I forget. I know how much you want to find your brother. Surely he must be desperate to find you too. So, is there anything you can give me as a memento? Proof that we met? That way, when I do find him, I can convince him that you're also searching for him. Huh? What is it?
Oh no, that's so sad. Oh. Oh, she turned into that. Am I sensitive or not? I am literally crying right now. I don't know what to choose. Give it the key. What does this mean? The key can give her hope. If this is her future, if this is her fate. Oh, that's heartbreaking. So this is what happened. Iseroth, the ruler of time, must have had a hand in this. There's no other way that this meeting would have taken place. Why do you have to be so cold? Either you knew all of this. I only knew the ending. I've always been curious about the events that led to it. When the cataclysm first began 500 years ago, I, as the Prince of Canria, was preparing to do my part, to fight back with all my might. But then this girl did it. She found me. The irony was that even as she desperately begged me to save the world, she brought me news of you. I was stunned, and I was suspicious of her claim that you were searching for me. But then she showed me the key of your hibernation chamber. So she actually did it. We've been separated ever since the time. I don't even know why I'm crying. We'd been separated ever since I awakened in Teyvat. I searched the whole planet and found no trace of you anywhere. And then she brought me that news at the worst possible moment. I was faced with an extremely difficult decision. I desperately wanted to see you again, but Kanye was in equally desperate need of my help. I knew that no matter what I chose, I'd regret the decision for the rest of my days. So I steeled myself against the guilt and made my decision. I went to see you. And then, but when I found you, you were still in hibernation. Even the key to the chamber was still secure in your person. You're saying 3 keys existed simultaneously in that moment? I couldn't make sense of what I was seeing, but there was no time to think. I just grabbed you and ran. That's where we are right now, in an intersection in our memories. This question has haunted me for the past 500 years. I never imagined the answer would come to me like this. So our actions 500 years in the future set everything in motion. Are you mocking me, Zeroth? Derotid succeeded in bringing us together, but unfortunately it is versions of us 500 years apart. She hoped that Savior could rescue Canria, save the entire world. But instead, the news she brought led to the Savior to make the complete opposite decision. How awful. Is this her fate? Is that how a story must end? Has Canria really been revived? Have you done what you set out to do? Not yet, but I've taken a very important step. Now the ley lines of Canria are complete. I'd always thought that Teyvat's ley lines were locked by the heavenly principles. No more can be added and existing ones cannot be replaced. But then I learned that Natlan's Night Kingdom appeared to be an exception to the rule. It has intrigued me ever since. So I directed the Abyss Order to feign an attack on Natlan, buying me some time to enter the Night Kingdom and negotiate with the Lord of the Night. Unfortunately, for other reasons, even the Night Kingdom cannot host any new ley lines. The most I could get was some room to carry out the weaving process. The Lord of the Night did say before that even she can only reconstruct Natlan ley lines. It's probably for the same reason. Still, I received the Lord of the Night's permission and activate the Loom of Fate. Using an Intevat as the base, I was able to grow a realm based on the Canria of 500 years ago, superimposing it over present-day Natlan space-time. That superimposition is what allowed you and Derridit to cross paths. That's what I saw in my dream. He's not lying about that, at least. But I don't understand it. Why did the Lord of the Night agree to this? After that, the new Canria was enriched with memories of the old, drawn from the Abyss Order's members and their meditation sessions. With those memories as raw materials and the superimposed realm as template, the Loom of Fate finally finished its work. What I now hold in my hand is the Atlas of the New World. This is the product of the Loom of Fate, holding within it the entire network of Canria's ley lines. With this, the nation once known as Canria can rise again. One day, I will find a suitable host location for it. Why? Why is reviving Canria so important to you? I don't understand. Is it really just because of guilt? When I first arrived in Canria 500 years ago, my memory was completely blank. It was only after I had served as the prince for many years that I slowly began to remember everything, including you. What, your memories were erased? But recovering old memories didn't simply erase the part of my life I spent in Canria. I still see it as my second home. This is why my guilt weighed so heavily on me. But even so, that only constitute part of my motive. More importantly, if I wish to speak to the heavenly principles as an equal, I will need the might of an entire world behind me. I don't know why, but the way you're talking, it just doesn't sound like you at all. Either, this whole thing, your plan, what does it have to do with us? All along, it's only ever been about us. Goodbye. We will begin anew at the end of your journey.
Our hero is back! Everyone's been waiting for you!
Well, that sucked. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that again. Okay, our hero is back. Everyone's been
The
waiting
Abyss
for you.
Order made a full retreat before our forces even arrived on the scene. All thanks to your efforts, no doubt. Oh, and Mr. Dainsleif, of course. What's wrong? You look upset.
He looks traumatized.
Paimon doesn't know the details either. The traveler just disappeared after taking Deirdre's hand. It was like they got sucked into another world. Paimon was looking all over for her, and then she suddenly reappeared, right back in the same spot. But looking a lot more glum.
It's fine, I need some time to take everything in. Oh, is it Lolly again?
I think I got the gist of what happened. Something to do with your brother? I spoke with the Lord of the Night in a dream just now, and learned quite a lot.
Huh? You met your brother?
I did. We had a talk.
And you didn't think to tell Paimon right away? Well, never mind. Paimon can see that you're pretty down right now. But let's go over everything later, alright?
What your brother accomplished? It all but defies comprehension. I was stunned when I heard about it too. But what surprised me the most was that the Lord of the Night actually chose to allow it.
That caught me off guard too. I would never have expected that.
The Lord of the Night did try to explain it to me, but in a word, it's complicated. During the war with the Abyss, Mauvika had an argument with the captain. Mauvika believed that we should fight to protect our culture and memories, while the captain believed the preservation of the ley lines should come before all else. So, the Lord of the Night was very intrigued when presented with the Loom of Fate, and informed of its ability to weave ley lines. She saw your brother's actions as a potential third option, namely to preserve an entire nation in the form of an atlas.
Preserve a nation? You've definitely lost me now.
You're not the only one. Paimon's got no idea what's going on either.
With that in mind, the Lord of the Night gave the go-ahead once she was satisfied that the Loom of Fate wouldn't have any real effect on Natlan. However, I believe she imposed an additional condition of her own.
An additional condition? Did she ask for something in return?
No idea. She wouldn't tell me what it was.
Huh.
Alright, well, let's not overthink this for now. We just want a war! I trust the Lord of the Night unreservedly. I'm sure she only involved herself to take a problem off our hands, so it's one less thing for us to worry about. Don't you agree, Traveler?
Still feel like a mess
Come
though.
on, let's head back to the Collective of Plenty. Oh, Veressa should be there too. We'll treat you to a real feast.
I'm sorry, but there's somewhere else I want to go first.
Huh?
Ian-san, leave her be. This might be hard to understand for an extrovert like you, but some people need alone time to recharge every once in a while.
Traveler?
Return to the cave you were previously in.
Quit following me. Too slow. Quit following me. The wind rises. Too slow.
Before you know it, you've fallen asleep, drowning in a myriad of thoughts. You faintly sense what it feels like someone clasping your hands, but this time it sends you into a deep sleep where sweet dreams await. Oh, it's so sad that Lumine's action actually was part of what destroyed Canria.
Quit following me.
All because of the key. Maybe I shouldn't have given the key. I mean,
Too slow.
the quest wasn't bad.
Quit following me.
It has a few time-wasting moments, I think, but overall, it kept on to point. Like it wasn't bad. I quite enjoyed some parts of it. The encouraging words to the soldiers, the warriors, whatever, having to like fight him. It just felt a little bit. It felt a little bit time wasting to me. It didn't need to be there. It could have simply just followed the story. I am very grateful though that we didn't have to go and do like a celebratory feast afterwards. And I actually enjoy that Lumine. I like that Lumine showed how it affected her, this quest. It wasn't just something she could brush off and dance and hang out with her friends and get over, you know? It left an impact on her. And I think that was cool, because it's not something they've done a lot really in Genshin. So yeah, I appreciate that. On that note, I think I am gonna end this stream here. I am sorry that we've been taking a lot of breaks. I do have a new kitten and I have been getting a little bit distracted taking care of him since he's still very nervous and new to this place. I say kitten, he's an adult cat. Thank you for stopping by and bye bye!